Hi everyone, Steph from Pages and Projects here, and I am going to show you guys how I designed something in Shapr3D. So here you go into the sketch tool, and I'm using the rectangle to just create an outline, and then from there you exit the sketch tool and select extrude. From here I'm using the shell tool to get that nice shell. From here, I am going to start working on what will become a pattern that I will then project onto my rectangle here. I'm working on a diamond dot tray. So this tray is going to help store and sort the little diamond dots when I'm working on stuff. So I'm making, again, a pattern here for those slots in the diamond dot tray, which I will then project. What I end up realizing is that because I don't actually want to project this whole pattern against like the full shape here, I actually want the little indents or ridges to be sort of within, like I want like blank spaces above or below. So what I should have done and what I end up doing is create a rectangle essentially to project onto the space there before projecting this pattern on there. And then you'll see here. So I am just messing with the overall shape just to make sure that those lines sort of match in there perfectly. And then from there, I projected it. So here I am now realizing the error of my ways. So I am debating on what to do next here. I think I mess around with the top and bottom pieces to see if I pull them out to see if that would work. So I select the top and bottom face there, and then I use the move tool to sort of drag that down. But as you can see, it just drags the lines with you. So here is the rectangle that I spoke about before. But the problem here is if I project it at this point, I'm going to have to select every single face in between those lines. So here I end up undoing a few steps. I go back, I start with the rectangle, I project those two lines onto that surface as a step one, and then I take my pattern and then I project that onto just that middle section there. So it sort of separates it out. And there you have it. And that's what I was going for. We got there in the end. I feel like so much of design and so much for me in Shapr is just like trial and error, you know? I like to joke that I fight with Shapr a lot. Here I am selecting all of the faces there that I'm going to eventually extrude up. I think here you can either use offset face or extrude and it'll give you the same end result. Sorry if you can hear my children yelling. It's just what children do. From here, I selected those same ridges, just the top portion, and I'm chamfering the edges just to smooth them out. And then I'm going to do the same thing for the rows in between, essentially just to soften everything up. I'm trying to figure out the best way here of selecting all of those said ridges, so I'm using the select tool, and there you go. Made it there again in the end. So from here, I'm again using the chamfer tool to just curve that out and going as far as Shapr will allow me. There you go. Pretty little bumps. Don't know why that sounded. Anyway, moving on. So from here, I'm again just sort of messing with the ends. And I've now decided that I want the ends or the corners to be rounded. So I am selecting the edges, both inside and out, and then using that same chamfer tool. Is it chamfer? Chamfer? Gosh, I don't know. I probably should have looked that up beforehand, but you can see it on your screen there. So there you go. Kind of rounds everything out. Looks nice. And I think what I'm going to do next is work on the lid. Thing. Oh, no, I'm lying. The first thing I'm going to do is put a little like slot almost in there. And I do this on a lot of my book nooks and lanterns or any sort of container. So I'm putting, and you'll see. So I'm here, I'm using again the sketch tool. I'm using the circle. And then I use extrude to turn that into a body. But if you extrude something into another body, it cuts a hole in that body. So I do that to make a little slot there. And now I'm working on the lid. I use the same sketch tool. I just do a big old rectangle and then I select the bottom and project that onto said rectangle. It's the easiest way to get that shape back there. And then from there, I just offset edge a little bit because I don't want it to be the same size. I want it to be a little bit smaller. And there you go. And I have my lid. Pretty sure I stopped this video here shortly. So that's it for today. I hope you guys learned something. If this is something that you want to see more of, let me know. If you have any requests, let me know. I'm happy to do it. I love Shapr and I want more people to use it. So again, let me know if you guys have any questions, and I hope you've enjoyed my silly little mistakes or happy accidents, as I like to call them. But always make it there in the end, and that is what matters. So thanks, everyone. I hope you all have a lovely day.